Hi, hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Elden Ring. This is episode number 50, being recorded on Saturday, May 13th, 2023. I hope you're all having a fantastic day whenever it is you find yourself watching this. So, episode 50. This is, and it has been, I guess, for many episodes now, easily the longest playthrough on my channel. Because, you know, my Dark Souls 3 playthrough ran 29 episodes, and that was just the base game. There was no DLC, and I suppose there's a possibility that there will be DLC by the time we're finished with this playthrough. And so that might extend it even further, but that was 29 episodes for just the base game, and that was, you know, at maybe an hour, 20 minutes on average per episode. Whereas this playthrough is probably 2.5 hours on average per episode, and we're at episode 50. So yeah, shout out to those of you who, in the very early stages of this playthrough, correctly predicted that, yeah, I was not going to be finished with this game anytime soon. And, you know, at this rate, I don't know that I would have it any other way. Divine Tower of West Altus. So, yeah, I am quite pleased to still be playing this game, and I am exceptionally grateful to those of you who are still joining me as we play through this game. And so of course in the previous episode we left off right in front of the Divine Tower of West Altus. So right away I want to peer down and make sure that there is no basement to the area, a la the Divine Tower of Caelid. And mercifully, it does not look like there is. So let's head up. Excuse me, I am losing my voice. It's still early in the morning, it's 9 a.m. The same day, not long after we finished recording the previous episode. It is my birthday weekend, which is to say it's my birthday tomorrow, May 14th. Aurelia of Astora turned 6 months today, and it's also Mother's Day tomorrow, so yeah, quite the weekend. Okay, I just heard a loud noise. I noticed this when we were chatting with Melina as well, that Regret has sort of like a tray here for eating food or something. I'm not sure, although his hands are sort of sticking through it. But anyways, so yeah, loud noise on top of the tower, presumably. Okay, it didn't happen again, so maybe that was just the noise of the elevator hitting the bottom. My other assumption was that maybe something is spawning on top of us, or something spawned on top of us as soon as we got up here. So let us see. Wow. Okay, before we deal with that, so yeah, I don't know that anything spawned. It must have just been the elevator. Let's get a good look at the capital. I guess we really can't see much from here, unfortunately. But we should be able to see the land of the giants in greater detail than... Or can we? Where is... It's somewhere up here. Where's number 1? This way. Oh, it's going to be obscured, of course, by everything here. I was thinking, you know, this is going to be our first opportunity to get a real good glimpse at it, but yeah, it's obscured by the capital, which is unfortunate, but understandable. Okie dokes. Texture is loading in still. So, yeah, we've not been up these stairs yet. And that will lead into the inner wall, which is behind here, seemingly. And then that will eventually lead up here. Or is that the Colosseum? That's the Colosseum, actually. Okay. I do love that the rune always faces you, because it's just, of course, a 2D object. It's not a 3D. It's not a 3D object. Before we pick it up, however, I am going to want to get a screenshot, so you will all have to excuse me for just one moment. Again, I'm never quite sure what I'm going to use for the thumbnail, but, you know, throughout the episode, I like to, if I see a striking image, I like to take screenshots just in case, and then by the end of the episode, you know, I can usually tell what I'm going to use, except that there are still a few episodes where I look at the thumbnail and I'm just like, this is not captivating in any way. It doesn't fully represent what we're doing in the episode. So yeah, often I will go back and change the thumbnail before the episode actually goes live. So yeah, I probably put way too much thought into it, but I hope you all enjoy it nevertheless. Reichardt's Great Rune. It's funny because if I had known we were just going to be able to walk up here and get the Great Rune, I would have done it in the previous episode, but yeah, had no way of knowing, obviously. A Great Rune of the Shardbearer, Reichard. Its blessing restores HP upon defeating enemies. Reichard was amongst the children of Rennala and Radagon, who became demigod stepchildren after Radagon's union with Queen Marika. But Reichard fed himself to the blasphemous serpent, Great Rune and all. So, is it the greater will that decides? These are the same fingers, by the way, which is to say the thumb and the index finger of a right hand that we saw at, what, 2 of the other Divine Towers? 1 of the other Divine Towers? I can't remember anymore, but we have seen this finger arrangement with the, I think it's a birch tree. Birch tree, I was going to say skin. Yeah, I'm not sure how to describe it. Bark, body, finger, hand, flesh. Yeah, there are a bunch of terms. None of them are really fully accurate for describing what I'm hoping to describe here. But yeah, interesting that once more we have a Divine Tower. And, you know, up until this point, I was thinking, okay, each Divine Tower has been different in terms of what... Yeah, that's not happening. Each Divine Tower has been different in terms of what you're expected to do. And, the number of hoops you have to jump through in order to access the Great Rune. And in this case, it's a relatively, you know, I suppose we did have to complete that entire area preceding this. But in the overall, it's relatively straightforward. in that you just get on the elevator. But then, yeah, it's weird because there's a site of grace right in front of the door. So again, I was expecting we would be facing some additional trial en route to the Great Rune, but apparently not. So we've reunified quite a few, I mean 3, I think, Great Runes at this point. 4. Well, we've reunified 3, but one of them did not require reunification, which is the Great Rune of the Unborn. Or Unborn. A card. Okay. Do want to make sure there's nothing underneath here. Because as you know, often an elevator is not an elevator. Much to my annoyance. Or is not just an elevator, I should say. This does not, however, appear to be one of those cases. Okay, yeah, so that noise I heard, because I just heard it again, was indeed the elevator stopping. So before we proceed, let's go to... Where are we headed? Okay, so we are going to want to go here and approach from that direction. But before we do that, let's go to the Roundtable Hold. I would like to see if we can upgrade our bow any further.
Well, where have you been hiding? I took you for dead. No matter, it's all the same. Lay out your arms then.
We cannot. Whoops, okay. Can upgrade our finger seal though. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's much else going on here, so let us proceed. So we might as well go to the Windmill Village and then just ride Torrent en route to the northern entrance. Okay, so let's make a couple of markers maybe. This looks like it could be a thing here. What are these like? These like triangles here? I want to say we followed this path and that we checked out these ruins here, but I'm not 100% sure that we have. So hold on, where else do we have? So let's check that first just to make sure. Although, you know what? No, I'm reasonably certain that's where that friend was who ended up transforming into the beast. So, but it looks like we do have something here. So we'll do that first, and then second we can remove this thing. And then here. And then from there, we're probably going to want to just make sure there's nothing here, and then nothing here. And then we'll speak to the finger reader Crone. Although we could then... Yeah, we might as well finish exploring the outskirts first. So maybe we'll leave that for now, and then we'll head in that direction afterwards. So we'll say this is... Gosh darn it. The numbers are all going to be out of order, but that's fine. So that would be 1. This is the next one, and then we would want to go here. Okie dokie. Marching orders received. from myself. Oh, ballista. Or catapult. That's not good. Ooh, that was close. Okay, yeah, so that's definitely some sort of... Oh, sorry, Torrent. Some sort of defensive fortification there. We'll take out this one before proceeding. Or... Oh, it's just this friend. Okay. That's one. Might as well take them all out. I thought I did see one from above the castle walls, but maybe... I'm just imagining that. Friends are doing a great job defending the castle, I gotta say. Okay, friends. Okay, again, I like to think I can admit when I'm wrong. And I will say to those of you who have been urging me to engage in combat on horseback more often, to your credit, it can be enjoyable. Despite Torrent's inherent slipperiness. Ash of War Lightning Splash. Oh, that's bad. Oh no, oh no. Oh gosh, darn it, as soon as I start getting confident. As soon as I start getting confident, the game just strikes me back down to earth. Can't parry two-handed greatsword, so I won't even try. So interesting, Rykard's Great Rune, the idea that you restore HP with each... I think it said with each hit. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So, I guess that's consistent with, or is it, the whole idea of the serpent didn't really like take the life force out of, yeah, I'm not sure. Do you think the idea of the Great Runes and how it's kind of, you know, the rune arcs essentially being humanity or embers is quite interesting. Oh, that's it, friend? That's all you got? Wow. Thank you for your help. Whoops. Sorry, friend. Sorry to you, horse, as well. Oh, I don't want the horse meat. That's dreadful. Okay. So, parts of the defensive fortification here are in dreadful shape, of course. This wall is crumbling. Highway Lookout Tower. What the? Okay, I guess we missed one of the friends controlling the catapults. Sorry, friends. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us in the rear. Oh. Hefty beast bone. Thank you for coming to me. You made it a bit easier. I appreciate that. We may have missed an item. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Outside this door here. Door. This hole in the building. Fear ahead. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ooh hoo 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 hoo. Wee hee hee hee. These women have no fear. I don't know what this person's talking about. Calmness, tranquility. Can see an item down there. Golden arrow. Oops, totally missed that, I guess. Okay. Let's head up to the top. Ooh. Have we looted that? I'm not sure that we have. That minor Erdtree. Okay, do we have ascending gate? No. Great bow, great arrows, and great arrows. Enormous great bow, larger than any man, cannot be drawn with any ordinary level of strength, but the force of its shots is extraordinary. Cannot be drawn with... Okay. A great bow can only fire great arrows. Alrighty. So, that's where the great bow is. Good to know. If in the future ever want to design or do a great bow build, you just have to go there. Although I say just have to go there, you would still have to make it through the ruin-strewn precipice at minimum in order to gain access to that spot. But, you know, I suppose you could always rely on summons or something. But there would presumably be a level range involved, which would be such that... I do like how they use the catapult and then they just go to sleep. I'm just like, okay, I'm sure it's fine. Okay, where is this minor Erdtree? There it is. We are definitely in the in-between state as far as the weather is concerned, such that it's not hot enough to have the air conditioning on. But in my office, when the door is closed and I'm recording, and so my PC is on, PS5 is on, so lots of heat being generated. It's now 27 degrees Celsius. You know, this is a familiar problem to those of you who have been around since the beginning of this playthrough. You've heard me complain about this very thing. Although thankfully now, unlike earlier in the playthrough, I do have the option of turning on the AC, but you know, the way the heat in our home is distributed is somewhat uneven, especially when I'm in this room with the door closed, PS5 and computer on. That generates additional heat that, you know, would mean that if I were to turn on the air conditioner, it would be more comfortable in here, but that might make it a bit uncomfortably cool in the room in which my wife and Aurelia of Astora are sleeping. So I'll just leave it as it is for now, and you all will have to accept my apologies for the what it will likely be continual complaints about the heat. Or at minimum, accept my gratitude for allowing me to vent about it. Just want to make sure there's nothing over here. Didn't expect castle. Well, I'm not sure what you were expecting then, friend. Okay, so we've seen this before. This sort of mangled looking tree. Still don't know what that is though. Okie dokes, enough stalling, Aegon. Let's do this. Let's enter the castle walls. And proceed. Okay, bird update. Speaking of things I spoke a lot about earlier in the playthrough. Well, earlier in the playthrough, what the heck are these things? Earlier in the playthrough, I talked about how there was a bird's nest above our outdoor patio area. And that, yeah, we waited until the birds sort of went away because they, you know, had tiny little baby birds and we didn't want to mess with that. Oh, poor giant friend sleeping there. Yeah, this place is not in good shape. Capital Outskirts. Outer Wall Battleground. I was going to say, it does... it looks like this would have been the site of a significant battle during the Shattering. And I suppose that confirms it. So we have mages here. There's a giant, a bunch of friends digging in the ground. So, yeah. Dreadful shape this place is in. First we want to go here to number 1. So yeah, we had those birds. Once they flew away from the nest, they abandoned their nest, we cleaned it out and, you know, we were like, okay, hopefully that's good for now. And it was until, I think I would have mentioned this 4 or 5 or 6 episodes ago maybe, that there was another bird's nest up there. And, you know, my fear at the time was, oh gosh, does that mean that, like, this is just going to be a constant problem? So are these arrows, great arrows or something? Keep up the great work, friends. And yeah, it's becoming clear that it is indeed a recurring problem, because right now it's a problem we're dealing with again. So I think this would have been the 3rd or the 4th nest we've had up there since we moved in just under a year ago. I think it'll be a year, the beginning of June. And yeah, it's, you know, because of course we don't own the world, you know. It's something that I was trying to explain this to Aurelia of Astora, because, you know, obviously she can't really understand the things I'm saying, but I've read that, you know, you shouldn't, baby talk is fine, but you shouldn't just talk to them like they're babies. You should also actually, you know, talk to them like they're adults, give them credit. They might be able to understand things, or they'll pick up things that they'll be able to use later on. And so, you know, I like to take her for walks around the neighborhood, especially now that it's a bit warmer outside. Her favorite thing to do at the moment, and I know I'm all over the place, but yeah, I'll get there eventually. Her favorite thing to do at the moment is just look at cars. And so there's a, you know, somewhat busy street not too far from our house. So we walk there and just sort of watch the cars go by, and for each one I, you know, point out who the manufacturer is and where they're located and where the car was probably made, and she loves it. She is just so interested in cars, except riding in them. She's not a huge fan of that, but and, you know, and so just walking around and, okay, here you go, Aurelia, you know, this is the neighborhood, this is, oh, and you see up there on that gutter, there's a massive bird's nest there. And then, you know, I try to explain things as we talk about them. And, you know, and just even saying it to her, it's kind of funny. These things you take for granted, but then you're trying to explain it to someone who oh gosh darn it, I summoned regret again with this bow out, but yeah, my bad. Sorry, opera friend. I always feel bad murdering you. And yeah, these things just are absurd when you actually explain them to someone who you know has no context for it, which is, you know, yeah, these birds, they set up a nest up there, which is kind of a problem because we'd like for you to be able to use the outdoor space, but, you know, we can't because, you know, birds carry all sorts of diseases and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a problem that we are trying to address for you. And I'm like, because, you know, birds, even though this is technically our property, birds have no conception of private property. They have no conception of property rights whatsoever. That is entirely a human construct. And, you know, it's absolutely true. So, you know, I can't and I don't blame any of the birds for doing bird things, particularly given that the place where our house is, you know, I think it's relatively new development. It would have been maybe 10 years ago that this was a completely different, this area where our house is has completely changed, I should say. I think prior to there being a house here, there was some sort of industrial park that was here. And that's obviously changed. It's all residential now. But prior to that, there was probably some sort of, you know, something that birds could actually use. Something that was usable for birds. And now it's not that. So, you know, I complain about these things, but it really, you know, you obviously cannot blame the birds. They're just doing what they need to do to survive. And, you know, fair enough. But the reason I'm bringing it up is that it's actually pretty hilarious because whereas the last few birds' nests that were up there, you know, I think I would have said this at the time with the first one, which is, you know, very well done to these birds because it's a nice spot. They picked a good spot where the gutter sort of branches off. There's two spots and, you know, it's a very tight spot, but a very skilled bird can build a nice nest there and then have a nice place to raise their youngins. Except that the most recent bird who tried to set up a nest there, it just did a dreadful job. Just so they are not, like, you know, they're trying their best and good for them, except that, like, they would take, okay, I'm going to take this branch here. It's going to be great. I'm going to set up the nest up here. Oh, no, I dropped it. Okay. Do I want to go pick it up? No, I'll go get another one. It was probably the branch's fault. It was the branch's fault. Okay, I'm going to go get this one, and then I'm going to put it, oh, no, I dropped it. Whoops. Okay, I'll get one more. Okay, this one I'm going to, oh, okay, it's staying. Oh, no, and just, it was like the bird was just taking things and just dropping them on the patio. It was almost like they weren't even trying. And I was like, you know, friend, I'm so sorry. You are dreadful at building your nest. If you built your nest such that, like, yeah, anyways. So I wasn't annoyed because, you know, birds obviously have no conception of property rights. Birds obviously, you know, once lived, they've not adjusted in evolutionary terms because humans have not had civilization for long enough in evolutionary terms for birds to have evolved to sort of work around human civilization. It's a relatively recent occurrence in evolutionary terms. That is human civilization. And so, you know, you can't blame a bird for any of this stuff. This is all, they are completely innocent in just doing what they need to do to survive. And nor would I, of course. But having said all of that, yeah, this one bird is just dreadful at what they do. They're just not good at building nests. So, yeah, anyways, that's my bird update. So we because, you know, there wasn't really a nest there. The bird just kept trying to build it and it just didn't work. And so, like, I don't think there's actually a bird there. But that would be, I guess, the fourth at least attempt at building a nest. And so I'll update you if we end up having a fifth, which I'm sure we will in time. But anyways, because we are trying to prepare the outdoor space so that it's something that Aurelia of Astora can use. But in seeing the giants here, I'm wondering, are these supposed to be like arrows or great arrows that the giants fired from somewhere? Like, is I help anytime or an equivalent somewhere around here? Firing all these massive things. Yeah, not sure. Because the craters could be from that, or the craters could be from, you know, gravitational forces being manipulated and meteors being drawn to the planet. But yeah, not sure. Suppose that remains to be seen. Alright, it's now the following day again. Roughly 24 hours after the previous recording session ended. And it ended because Aurelia of Astora woke up quite early again. Okay, we've already dealt with all of this. I just wanted to make sure that we had... That was where the opera friend was. So yeah, I'm now... How old am I? 37. Jeez Louise. I started making content for this channel when I was... Gosh, how old would I have been? 28? Started this channel in November 2014. It's much too early for me to do math in my head. Let me see. Yeah, I opened up my calculator, but I'm pretty sure that's that's correct. So I started as a young man, and now I'm an old one. So... I'm sure many of you are older than 37, and that doesn't make you old, but yeah. Oh, those who live in death, hello. Those who live in death until someone hits them a second time. Just seems so silly to me. So, they just have a massive graveyard here on the outskirts, eh? It's an interesting decision. Gosh darn it. They really are more of a nuisance than anything, these friends. What the... Oh, come on, fancy hat friend. Stop it. Oh, sighted race over there. Ouch. Well played. Oh, merchant. Very nice. Hermit Merchant's Shack. Hi, friend.
Is someone there? A customer? Well, how long has it been?
I'm not sure, you tell me. So, might as well pick up these rune arcs. We'll sell some Runes first. We have almost 200 level 1 golden runes. Whoops. And we'll use all. No. Went the wrong way there. Okay, golden sunflower. Perfume bottle. I feel like we're not going to need that. But sure. Golden arrows. Again, I'm probably not going to use this. Or use the golden arrows, that is. Torch given to protectors of the Erdtree. Its flames are bestowed with a special incantation. Ooh. Sorry, I should finish reading this, which allows the bearer to see assassins cloaked in veils, furnished on behalf of the Erdtree and the grace-given Lord, such that a Knight of Black Knives will never come again. So, the question is whether that works with only 13 faith. Like, does the function work? And yeah, I don't know if that would... The friends who are walking in circles, I somehow doubt that's what's actually happening with them. Yeah. Distinguished Great Shield. Great Shield featuring sumptuous ornamentation used by the scions of great families. Due to their excessive size, these shields were at times seen as the hallmark of little lordlings who were too timid to earn a few nicks and scratches. Blindfold of exiled prophets who foretold misfortune and were persecuted and driven from their homes as a result. Why hesitate if the path leading to the future is clear? Just close your eyes and walk. So that's what Corin's wearing. Oh, this is also Corin's robe. A robe of exiled prophets who foretold misfortune and were persecuted and driven from their homes as, yeah, the shackles around the neck warn passers-by not to lend an ear to their sermons. I believe this is what Zarias is wearing in her closeted form. Embroidered bright green robe worn by noble children. Donning such a robe is traditionally the child's first show of burgeoning independence. The prophet's trousers said that it's made from a rough fabric that scrapes against the skin like a sharpening file. And consort's trousers. Fine white trousers perfectly suited for wearing beneath a silk robe. So, below the capital. It contains information about the sewers below the capital, okay? So presumably that has something to do with Dung Eater, friend. Okay, thanks, friend. Your shop has been a tremendous help. Dog ahead. I had a dog. Oh, yeah. Below the royal capital of Lionel is a vast network of sewers. The well in the city below reaches deep into its tunnels. Okay, well, we already knew that, but yeah, that's fine. So Rosis' light. Rosis was the Sanshoom friend in the hero's graveyard dungeon, whatever that was. Okie dokes. Let there be head, that says. Okay, that looks like a face. Creepy. I don't think that's what the person's pointing at. That looks like that could be that dragon we saw. There was a dragon corpse just sort of, yeah, there. Alrighty, let's move on. It's going to be some more of those who live in death here. That is a massive skull. A giant skull, presumably. Whoa, what the? Okay, that's new. Well played, friend. That was a cool move you got. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's... That was a snail who lives in death. Seemingly. I was not expecting that. Or at least a snail who uses a skull as a shell. Gosh darn it. It's okay, we don't need it. Just making sure there's no items around here. No, it's gonna spawn all of these friends, but that's okay. Oh, there's an item here. Oh, stop it. Snail skull friend. Is a very interesting twist on those who live in death. Oh, we got one snail left. Funny how you don't have to kill them twice, though. I wonder why that is. Oh, stop it. Okay, I'm done. Not gonna bother. Okay, so this is the alternate path we could have taken to the right there. Ouch. So these are like the bone wheels of this game, I guess. Winged crystal tier. Gosh darn it. No. Thankfully, they're not quite as formidable as the bone wheels were. And that is the bone wheels of Dark Souls 1s. Oh, Dark Souls 1s. The bone wheels from Dark Souls 1, I should say. Ones in Dark Souls 2 were not nearly as bad. This reduces equipment load. So there's no Erdtree avatar here, or is there? Should probably go around just in case. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a low polygon version of that dragon. And an extremely low polygon version of the door that leads into the Erdtree. Oh, frame rate just dropped precipitously. Yeah, we live forever unless someone hits us a second time after we die, you know? And then we're dead. For good. It seems to me it's just such a silly mechanic. I will come back forever for you, unless you hit me once after I fall. Then I guess, you know, I'm just done forever. I'll be one of those who lives in death until you tap me. My friend was having a lot of trouble. Just finishing off my coffee here. All right, now which direction we're going? We're going east. Uh-oh, what was that? Oh, giant archer friend. It's an omen friend. Okay. What is that spell? Sorry, friend. Oh, it's Deathblight. That Deathblight spell. Interesting. Okay, I was expecting a boss fight. I suppose that you could call that a mini boss or something. Twiggy Cracked Tear and Crimson Crystal Tear. Can be mixed in the flask of wondrous physic. The resulting concoction prevents one's runes from being lost upon death. However, it lasts for only a short time. One restores half of one's maximum HP. I think that's the second one of those we have. So I wonder if you add both of those, if it serves as like a divine blessing sort of. So no Erdtree Guardians here, interestingly enough. I wonder how they choose which Erdtree to be protective of. Or whether they're assigned or something. Okay. I wonder if this is, if following this path, this is where we need to go in order to access the sewers. Which would make sense because we got that note from that merchant, right? Who was, okay, there's archers left and, oh, several archers here. Oh, and this friend. What the heck? Oh no, sorry Torrent, that's my bad. Walked right into that. Nice arrow friend, I gotta say, that was very well played. Dodged that just in time. Said it before, I'll say it again, that noise they make after you defeat them is haunting. Okay, where did the third one go there? He's like, oh, okay, I guess that's it. I think he got by us. Archers, report in. Can you read me? This one has a bit more HP than their archer counterparts, I think. Oh, I'm floating. Yeah, creepy. Alrighty, so beautiful smithing stone level 5. So there's a low ground here and or a low path and a high path. So up before down would suggest we should check this out first. This appears to be that icy land. that apparently Ronnie visited, received some training there. I can't remember. It was like an ice witch or something who trained her. Okay, that's a fancy looking horseback sentinel friend. Of course, we already used our Flask of Wondrous Physic because I'm silly. And thought we needed it to deal with the Omen friend. I thought the Omen friend would disappear and that, or like the actual boss would just show up. Draconic Tree Sentinel. Ouch. Oh, okay, I thought we had enough distance there. Whoa, that's... That horse looks like it is over-encumbered. Oh, tried to roll, but... Okay, that's that Draconic Lightning power. Oh. Ouch. Rolled too early there, I think. Greedy. Ah. Well played, friend. Dragon Great Claw, Dragon Claw Shield. Great Shield said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon wielded by grotesque tree sentinels who yet serve the Erdtree, imbued with lightning. What makes them grotesque? Weapon said to have been whittled from the claw of a great ancient dragon wielded by grotesque trees. Yeah, the claw is enwreathed with lightning and tears through the dragon's feeble descendants with ease. Interesting stuff. Site of Grace. Okay, so we're gonna light this and then go check out the lower path before we proceed. Capital Rampart. Is this the boundary? Indeed. You can see the little blue glow in the doorway when it's a doorway in which Torrent cannot enter. Player Ghost, it's still like... Okay, does that friend just not like trees? Or does he... does he spawn in a place where there are trees in his way and that leads him to sweep them out of the way? Because, like, you know, I often find it hilarious, but they're programmed in a way that... Wait, so the archers don't respawn, but he does? That one does? It would seem that way. And the way they arranged it was such that these friends, which banner are they carrying? that these friends are marching forward carrying their banners, and then the tree or the archers obliterate them. We did see that the first time. So is that meant to hint to us that they are on opposing sides? That massive sentinel, or using the stake of Marika, that the sentinel friends are not necessarily in league with the people of the capital. Oh, look who it is. Dawn Guard? What is his name? Something Guard. Blackguard. Leave me alone. Silly mosquitoes. Oh my gosh, this one's spazzing out too. Thank you. Hi, prawn friend.
What are you looking at? Oh, you again, is it? Perfect bloody timing, actually. I got crab. Cooked up fresh.
Okay, we'll purchase this, purchase this. This is going to be telling him about the Volcano Manor, presumably.
Mate, there's something...
Oh, never mind. It's him telling us something.
Word of the Dung Eater. He's a madman. Has it out for everyone. Curses them. Goes round in his rank armor and all. You see him, though. Stay, well, away. I was in the same jail as him once, so I know firsthand. He's a god-forsaken monster. Not just some petty thug like me.
All right.
He's a killer. Kills people. And curses the souls. Does all sort of shit to the corpses. To keep them cursed forever. I ain't seen nothing more disgusting in all my years. I ain't ever been more scared neither. Rooted to the bloody spot while he did that. To my friend.
No, Blackguard is... Yeah, you could hear it in it, like his voice was trembling there. Okay, friend, we'll take care. He just pours his heart out to us. And we're like, okay, see you later.
Never met someone with a taste for crab I couldn't trust. You've got a real thing here, eh? It's only getting better.
So, yeah. The Dung Eater storyline. I've said this about one of the other storylines as well. But it really does seem like the Dung Eater storyline is a microcosm of the larger story. In that, I think I said the same thing about Sorcerer Rogier, his story. But it's a microcosm of the larger story in that much of what is happening in the world is that people are defiling corpses, or they are sort of engaging in practices in and around corpses that you would describe as impure, or what's the word I'm looking for? Sacrilegious? No, is a specific word. I think maybe defiling. Yeah, they defile corpses that are, you know, excuse me, and thus preventing people. There's a spirit spring there. Does that lead up to the bridge, or no? Just leads up there. So yeah, there's a term, I think. So we're gonna need the bear to break this statue. Or not. Maybe there's supposed to be a larger room bear somewhere. Actually, I don't think that one is a rune bear proper because... Oh, there they are. Hello. Sorry, friend. Sorry to be in your territory. Whoa. Thank you. That's nice. Smithing stone level 6. Oh, that's bad. Oh. Oh, Rune Bear just wants a hug. Yeah, I think the term I'm looking for is defiled. I don't know why. I'm sorry, it's too early, friends. Oh, that's bad. Whew. Rip, friend. Beast blood. Oh. Now. Oh, is that a wolf? I thought those were like the children of the rune bear. Yeah, it looks like a wolf. I don't know if we've seen one sleeping like that up to this point. Alright, I think that's all that's over here. So can we enter this door? Oh gosh darn it, it's another one of these, of course. Alright, let's check around the sides. And the back. All the bloodstains. Behold bloodstain. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Whoa. Okay, I guess we're doing this. Thankfully, it looks like an elevator is just an elevator here. I appreciate that. Auriza. Auriza Hero's Grave. Auriza. Of course. Hate you so much. Golden Epitaph. A sword made to commemorate the death of Godwyn the Golden, first of the demigods to die, infused with the humble prayer of a young boy. Oh, brother, Lord, brother, please die a true death. Unique skill, Last Rites. Raise the epitaph to grant the effect of sacred order to yourself and allies in the vicinity, particularly effective at laying to rest those who live in death. And so, yeah, this idea of true death, and that, you know, if your corpse is being defiled after your death, then, you know, you are not dying a true death in the sense that, you know, you may... What the heck? Okay, so we have another Rosis's light situation. Oh gosh, darn it, of course. Then yeah, you may be cursed eternally. Oh no. Gosh darn it. You may be cursed eternally if you... if your corpse is defiled. Based on what Dawnguard, Blackguard friend was saying. So all of the victims of grafting, in other words, are case studies in that. Just dreadful fate in general. But there appears to be a particular effect associated with that. Hate you. Oh gosh darn it. Oh no, what do we even do here? You scared me, friend. I got a real start there. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Gosh darn it. I really am not a fan of these heroes' grave dungeons. Alright, don't want to lose our runes, so we'll just have to remember to unequip that when it is appropriate to do so. Whoops. wish you could just roll through that. Nope. Okay, so this is the other way we access this area. Hate these chariots so much. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Queen Marika. Make sure it's active. It is. So, I feel like last time we had just 1 or 2 enemies here as well. Lots of bloodstains, although I imagine once more, I think I said the same thing in the previous dungeon, that lots of people are killing themselves or allowing these skeletons to kill them so that they can just respawn at the stake of Marika with full HP or flasks. Yeah, these people are just letting themselves be murdered. Which makes sense. Alright. We'll see if we require that. Oh gosh, darn it. Regret, I need you. Okay, Regret. Oh no. Mess up the parry. Whoa, that's new. Okay, Regret is not doing well. Regret, I got this one. Just take care of the other one. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? Oh, Regret, why? Okay, I guess we're switching. Much too late there. Ouch. Hold on, Regret, I'm coming. GG regret, well done. Ordovis' greatsword, helm, armor, gauntlets, and greaves. Ordovis' greatsword. Greatsword of Ordovis, one of the two honored as foremost among the Crucible Knights. This sword is imbued with an ancient holy essence. Its red tint exemplifies the nature of primordial gold, said to be close in nature to life itself. Unique skill, Ordovis' Vortex, channel the power of the Crucible to spin the entire sword in midair, building momentum before slamming the blade down onto the ground. This skill can be charged to increase its power. Crucible Axe Helm, helm of the Crucible Knights who served Godfrey, the first Elden Lord. The axe ornamentation is the Knight Ordovis' mark, displayed also by his men. Holds the power of the Crucible of Life, the primordial form of the Erdtree. Strengthens aspects of the Crucible incantations. So, Siluria was a woman, and Ordovis a man. So that's interesting. Crucible Axe Armor. Holds the power of the Crucible of Life. So how does it differ from this one? Oops. So it has better defense, but slightly heavier. Although we actually altered this one, so yeah, I think I like the one we have now, actually. Okay. The gauntlets. In time, the strength shown by these knights and even their appearance was seen as chaotic and deserving of scorn. So we did learn that with the other pieces. Okay, very interesting. Some root resin here, as usual. Okay, another one of these dungeons down. I was not expecting that we would see so many of these, but yeah, I guess it makes sense. Okay, so we have some decisions to make now. So we could proceed through the castle Rampart. I thought we were going to be able to access this sewer. And we may yet be able to do that, however, So we've already dealt with all of this over here. We've already dealt with this. Already dealt with the Erdtree. Minor Erdtree, I should say. So, yeah, I guess let's see what's over here just to... I think we've already checked there. Oh yeah, that's where Roombeer Friend is. Okay. Oh, although there is something there. Never mind. Catacombs? Indeed. Auriza Side Tomb. There's this whole notion of like, you know, someone has a side chick or a side guy, a side dude, whatever. So, which is to say, you have your official relationship, and then you have some sort of secondary relationship on the side. You're cheating on your partner with someone else. It's like, oh, is that your tomb? No, that's my side tomb, you know. It's just, it ain't my main tomb, it's my side tomb. Oh no, jar friends. Okay. No, gosh darn it, no. Stop it, jar friends. It's not nice. It's not nice. Oh no. Oh, gosh darn it. Okay. Dark Souls 2 instincts. As I said previously, my Dark Souls 2 instincts are very strong. I've played a lot of Dark Souls 2. And the teleporter trap, you know, people complained about me reading the message and that was what sort of kept me from becoming ensnared in the teleporter trap. But I would argue it was primarily because of my Dark Souls 2 instincts. As soon as you see smoke or something coming out of a chest, I would, you know, instinctively roll away, I should say. So, yeah, and I think that demonstrates it right there. Even though, you know, I'm now well aware of what transporter trap is, or teleporter trap, or whatever. That, yeah, my instinct when seeing something inside of a chest that isn't just an item shiny is to run away. Well played, friend. Oh, you missed. I guess we did as well. Oh, one more hit. Nice trap, friend. I appreciate a good trap from time to time. That instance is no different. Whoa. Oh, friend, you gave away your hand. Tipped your hand, I should say. You friends are everywhere. I admire the tenacity. Okay, this is a very interesting... Let's do up before down. Very interesting dungeon. I'm going to assume this is... Oh, some ghost flame here. I'm going to assume this is also a teleporter trap. Indeed. Teleporter trap. Transporter trap. Oh no, that's bad. Sorry, friend. Apologies. Cracked pot. Perfumer's cookbook. Cracked pot. Iron jar aromatic. Uses FP to temporarily turn body to steel, boosting poise resistances and damage negation at the expense of mobility and lightning resistance. An art that requires fragments of hunted noble jars. Depraved perfumers are plainly in league with jar poachers. Well, they're not my friends, then they're no friends of mine. Dreadful. You know what we should be doing? Every time we open one of these, we should be leaving a... I keep pausing because thinking that I'm going to have to edit out a loading screen. But obviously when you're warping in the same area, there's no need for it. So yeah, I'm going to keep dropping prism stones. What do they call them? This rainbow stones. Oh, you know what? Someone left a tip. Apologies, I can't remember who. They said use a glowstone for taking screenshots. It's a warming stone. Whoa. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. Very cool, okay. Something I should have, it's actually brighter than I thought it would be. Should have tried that long ago, but here we are. Oh no. That's bad. Sorry, jar friends. Someone put volatile ingredients in those jars, it seems. Oh man, this is a very interesting dungeon. Revenge. Revenge is sweet. Where the heck did you even come from? Huh. I guess just up top there. Still no lever. Okay, we left a prism stone there. So as long as we keep doing that, we'll be fine because... No, it's... Because we'll at least know where we've been. And we won't be going into this... Oh, so there's the lever. Yeah, we won't be using the same sending gate twice, but... Or transporter trap. Can hear footsteps. I think we've been in this one. Or have we? No, we have not. Oh, gosh darn it, Chars. okay. That didn't help. Okay, we might have to kill the jars. Sorry, jar friends. Okay. Okay, so I now think we've been in all of the transporter traps. But we still have yet to emerge up there. Oh. Okay, maybe we had not been in all of them? I thought we'd been in this one, but I guess not. Whoops. You know, I say I thought I'd been in it. I thought maybe I forgot to drop a prism stone in front of it, because yeah, obviously there was no prism stone in front of it. Apologies, sometimes I miss things that are just painfully obvious, as you're all well aware at this point. 50 episodes into this series. Sometimes a ladder is just a ladder, thankfully. Ah, beautiful. Alright. So now, gosh darn it. How the heck do we get back to the entrance? I sincerely do not remember. Okie dokie. I think it's this way? No. Yes, it is. Labyrinthian, this place. Well, it really isn't. It's actually quite simple, but... Oh! Or is it? I swear, it keeps changing. Unless I'm imagining that. Can you parry the jars? I don't know if you can parry that. Okay. I'll just put them out of their misery. Sorry, jar friend. Ritual pot. Yeah, I gotta... I have to admit, this dungeon has me flummoxed. I thought that was the entrance. My suspicion is that I'm just mixing up two areas that look identical. But what the heck do I know? Clearly nothing. Okay, there's no prism stone here. I'm so confused. No wonder this is Azuria's side tomb. And not his main tomb. Because why would you want a main tomb that is so manipulative? I'm cognizant of the fact that we've not yet taken that teleporter chest. Gosh darn it, what is it called? Transport trap. We've not yet taken that transport trap back. This one also does not have. Gosh darn it. Okay, this is the start, right? This is the... It is. It has to be. No! What the heck? What is happening, jar friend? Am I going... Am I experiencing like a psychotic break or something? Smithing stone level 5. Ritual pot. Like, I appreciate all the ritual pots, but gosh darn it, I'm confused. I'm very confused. It's like every time we go through one of the chests, the dungeon changes. Okay, we've been through those two. That one also has a prism stone. So where's the one we just came out of? Yeah, I got all turned around here. Alright, back into a familiar one, I guess. Let's see, does this just lead down? Yeah, so it just goes between the two chests. You know, they say a stopped clock is right twice a day. So I'm hoping at some point here we get to the point where the clock is right. And I can take credit for it. I don't know that I will deserve any credit. Because I feel like we're just going to happen upon the solution. And, yeah, I'm going to have no idea how we did it. Because every time I think that we've returned back to the start, we end up in a place that is not the start. Yeah, I'm so confused. So maybe we just have to go through the first chest that we went through. So not that one, we just came out of that one. This is where we just were. Oh gosh darn it. Okay, so that's the one with the switch. So now, what if we go this way and go through here? Okay. So yeah, there are 2 of these sewers. One has a ladder, one does not. This is the one with no ladder, but there only appears to be one way out here, which is back through the chest. Okay. Oh, gosh darn it. I thought we figured it out for a split second there. Yeah. Again, maybe it's because I'm just not that smart, which is entirely possible. I do not enjoy the puzzles in this game, though. Or at least I have not enjoyed the puzzles in this game. I don't know where to go. What to do. I'm so confused. I'm going from session, I need to run around. I'm going to go through. I'm going to find my session. Gosh darn it. These last one's purple, this one's orange. I can see cycle through them. It's purple, actually that's one, I'm going to orange. There are 2 ranges. Okay, let's say this is blind. Blind. Yeah, we're in the same spot physically. You know, it's completely different. Oh shit, I'm good. As soon as he's off, say, I'm going home. Let's not remember, I have no idea where the start was. I just not remember correctly. It's not the ladder. It doesn't look like there's a ladder there. I almost wish I hadn't found this dungeon. It's terrible. Okay, I took a break, ate some lunch, and reviewed some of the old footage from this episode. And was trying to sort of retrace my steps. So, the first transporter trap. When I exited the first transporter trap, I walked down the stairs, and the switch was right there. So in theory, this should bring me back. Okay. Please. Oh my goodness. How was I so lost? Honestly, like, I didn't think we would ever make it out of there. Honestly, I don't know how I would have had I not just looked at the footage to sort of retrace our steps. What an absolute nightmare that was. Wow. Okay, I wish I'd done that much sooner. Oh well, what can you do? Grave Warden Duelist. And friends, seemingly. Oh, and Jar friends, I guess. Whoops. Sold jars of fortune ashes. Like soldiers of fortune, but jar soldiers? Okay. These reckless spirits sacrifice themselves to... So summoning for this one actually consumes HP rather than FP. So likewise with the... interesting. As with the Mimic tier. These reckless spirits sacrifice themselves to vanquish their summoner's foes and explode upon death. Though their bravery is admirable, their explosions can harm friend as well as foe, and they will also immediately explode on contact with fire. Tell the others, tell them how brightly a fire jar burns. That's sad. Okay. Okay, dokes. Well, I'm glad to be leaving this stinking dungeon. Not my favorite, I will say. Oops. I had to see how many runes we had left. Oh, thank you for the rating, friends. Let's see where we're at for these. Ladder ahead, 13. Fingers ahead, 13. Skeleton ahead, 42. Yeah, so still our fort height message is by far the best. Why is it always edge? By the way, Boggle Bog is actually back in the net positive territory, 25-20, which, yeah, a bit surprising. Okay, so, don't need these anymore. Where to from here? So believe it or not, this may in fact be the entrance we needed. Define bridge. So I don't know if we're going to enter the capital in this episode, but it might be worth sort of returning to this spot here and then just sort of following the path here until we get to whatever this location is. And then, yeah, I think we'll be ready to enter the capital after that, which we're going to do in the next episode. So let's return to the Outer Wall Phantom Tree. Trying to remember now if we explored here. Oh yes, that's where we fought the ulcerated tree spirit. So yes, we have. Alright, so I'm just heading in that direction then. Wow, we are really making progress, aren't we? Episode 50, I would hope so. It's taken quite some time. Okay, so we can summon someone here. Okay. A noble gargoyle. Was it noble gargoyle? What was the... It wasn't noble. What was it? Gosh darn it. Oh no. You leave her alone. Dreadful stamina management. Ouch. Okay, I was gonna say Aurelia. Latenna is carrying us here. Thank you, Latenna. Gargoyle's Great Axe. Valiant gargoyles, that's what it was. Bronze great axe wielded by valiant gargoyles. Just like the wielder, the missing parts have been mended with corpse wax, a patchwork of champions. So again, I've mentioned this previously, but that's essentially the Soul of Cinder. The same idea. Okay, so we have some smoldering slugs over there. Don't know that we've checked those locations, so let's just make sure there's nothing here, and also nothing here. Item, oh item. Does not look like we have any items. Just butterflies, okay. Works for me. Absolutely stunning, this place. There was a similar spot like this in Stormhill as well, I want to say. With just smoldering butterflies everywhere, and it was either slugs or those like Aldrich's slime type friends. Can't remember what they were called. But yeah, good to know. Yeah, it's not just that one place, because we missed a couple butterflies. Not that we craft anything ever, but one day, you guys, I'm gonna craft a lot of stuff, and so I want to have lots of butterflies for then. Yeah, pretty desolate. Golden seed. Alrighty then. Let's clear this other marker. Whoops. Hi, friend. Yes, you can read my fingers.
You. Please. I can read them. Your fingers. Please, your fingers. The fingers I served once prophesied. A time would one day become Elden Lord and restore the Golden Order. Surely you see it too. The gold that enshrouds the heavens. The great tree which begets the pillars of light. Oh, tarnished, hasten to the foot of the tree. And whatever you might face, the fingers will surely guide you.
Okay, I don't know who told you that. Maybe they were speaking of some other tarnish or something, because I don't think I'm going to be the one to restore the guidance of grace. It looks like we have some sort of like emissaries up ahead or something. Oh, crud, one of those. Gosh darn it. Is that really all that's left of the capital's defenses? That's quite sad. And I assume that's the point, but... What now, friends? Are you all just waiting for it to open up? Oh, come on. Friends, there's no need for this. It doesn't need to happen. So let's just leave it alone. Okay. Lost Ashes of War. So are you friends all just waiting to get inside? So yeah, as I suspected, it looks like the side area is where we are actually expected to enter. The ramparts, I should say. Because either way, you're trying to access the ramparts, but over here, we actually appear to have some form of access. I actually don't know how long we've been recording for this episode, so I have a very short amount of time remaining. Oh gosh darn it, friends, just leave me alone. Thank you. Let's head over to the Capital Rampart. Just curious to see what we have immediately after this site of grace here. So that would be leading to the rest of the rampart. So in other words, we cannot access the rest of that rampart, which is that defensive wall outside the inner part of the castle. That looks like an elevator shaft is just an elevator shaft in this instance, although that may change as we ascend. No, thank goodness it looks like it is just indeed an elevator shaft. Which, as you all know, I can appreciate a great deal. Magic grease. Once more, they're really building the tension here. This looks want to say that's similar to the model they use for the... whatchamacallit? The roving mausoleum. The friend you find inside there. Wow, look at that view. Tremendous. So it looks like we've returned to the East Capital Rampart. I think we had a sending gate. Gosh, I don't remember what the context was in which we found ourselves here. I think, yeah, there was a sending gate that brought us here. Yep, sounds about right. So, yeah, this place is in dreadful, dreadful shape. Hi, Bach friend.
Bach the Seamster, at your service, my lord. Ready to make adjustments to your garments. My lord, did you see it? The Erdtree. I don't really have the words for this, but I was so dazzled. I felt something stir in my breast. The Erdtree is waiting for you, my lord. I know it, I do. I feel it in my bones. Oh, please, take the throne of Elden Lord. My lord, have you ever wished you might be born again? Well, they say that Renala of Rea Lucaria has the power to help people be reborn. Oh, me? Reborn? Oh, look at me.
Oh, come on, friend.
Well, being reborn, it would hardly make a difference, I'm afraid.
You're beautiful.
My lord, what's this? Oh, it can't be. From my rebirth. But these are precious. Are you certain that it's for me?
That's definitely for you, friend.
Oh, my lord. How did you know? It was my only wish that I might honor you with decent appearance.
Oh, okay. Wow, lots of dialogue opening up here.
My lord, it shouldn't take me long. I'm off to see Renala of Rea Lucaria. I'll be reborn, fresh and new.
Okay.
Going already, my lord. Please do be safe on your journeys.
Okay, so did we go to the Academy of Rea Lucaria to see him for the next step, or if we rezone, will he just be here different? Let's see. Oh, hello.
My utmost thanks for bringing me to the base of the Erdtree.
Bringing you?
I can govern my own movement, and thus, the accord is fulfilled. I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given. Farewell. I shall leave Torrent, and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, with you. I wish you luck in realizing your ambition. You have fought long and hard. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
What the heck? We brought her? Regret's just like, yeah, another day. Yeah, I'm confused by that. We were carrying her? Like, what? So I needed to take a drink of water there. Yeah. Very interesting. I see. So that completely debunks what I was saying, that, you know, she was projecting herself because she's inside the Erdtree or something. But what she's saying is we brought her here. Weird. Okay. Let's rezone one more time, see if Bach shows up again. He does not. So, let's go to the Academy of Raya Lucaria. Bach friend? Well, looking good, friend. We'll just have to get you some clothes. Uh-oh. He's lost his voice or something? Ooh. Okay. Oh, did we just kill Bach? We just killed Bach. Oh. You know, as we gave it to him, I was thinking, you know, you're just fine the way you are, Bach friend. It's okay. But then he has some sort of like dysmorphic perception of himself. And so I was thinking, you know, it's not really my place to say whether you should be satisfied with your appearance or not. Clearly he wasn't. But the whole thing with rebirth is that it, seemingly with anyone but us, it's temporary and they end up just dying. Wow, okay. Now I feel dreadful. I was thinking we were ending the episode on a happy note. I know, but no. What did I do? Why did I do that?
Ah, now, is it thy wish to yet again be born anew? Be not I would but.
Oh, man. Okay. Just gonna double check, make sure that he's not back at the East Castle Rampart. Yep. Gosh darn it. Now I feel terrible. And we'll have to alter garments ourselves from now on. Okay, let's check the Roundtable Hold. I'm going to do this NPC roundup style, so I'm going to cut to whatever the next new thing is. Alright, it doesn't... I was just hoping that, like, Bach would just show up here or something, and he would be fine. But yeah, you really get, like, no closure. There's no item descriptions or anything. It's just he's there looking like a real boy. He's like Pinocchio type situation. He's looking like a real boy, and then suddenly he's gone. Alrighty then, well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.